Most people want to be respected. Some want to be liked. Others want to be successful. But almost no one asks the most powerful question. How do I become useful? Because here is the uncomfortable truth. The world does not reward effort, it rewards usefulness. You can work very hard and still be ignored. Or you can do one small thing and suddenly everyone wants you around. That habit is simple. You solve problems without being asked. Sounds obvious, almost nobody does it. Most people wait for instructions. They wait for permission. They wait to be noticed. Psychology shows that humans value relief more than admiration. The person who removes stress becomes unforgettable. If someone is drowning, they do not care how confident you look. They care if you can swim. Being useful is social currency. It is emotional leverage. It is power without ego. Think about the people you respect most. They are not always the loudest. They're not always the smartest. They're the ones who show up and quietly fix things. Someone forgets a deadline. You remind them early. A team is confused. You bring clarity. A friend is overwhelmed. You listen without turning it into your life story. That alone puts you ahead of 90% of people. Here's the funny part. Most people want to be impressive. They want to talk. They want to be seen. But the brain remembers helpers more than talkers, because helpers reduce cognitive load. Translation. Your brain loves people who make life easier. This is why the quiet coworker who solves problems gets promoted, and the loud one who talks about ideas stays stuck. Usefulness beats potential. Every single time. Another psychological reason this works. When you help without being asked, people assume competence. Even if you did something small, you refill the printer. Suddenly, you are reliable. You organize notes. Suddenly, you are leadership material. Humans judge ability based on visible value, not intention. And no, this does not mean becoming a doormat. There's a difference between being useful and being used. Being useful is strategic. Being used is reactive. You choose where to help. You choose when to step in. You do not save everyone. You'd solve the right problems. Here's a rule that changes everything. If a problem keeps repeating, fix the system, not the symptom. That is how people become irreplaceable. Humor break. If you are always fixing the same mess, you are not helpful. You are the unpaid support department. Being useful also builds confidence. Real confidence. It's not motivational, quote, confidence. Because your brain says, I add value. I matter. That belief is unshakable. And here's the final secret. The most useful people do not chase importance. Importance chases them. Opportunities follow usefulness. Money follows usefulness. Respect follows usefulness. So if you want to stand out without being loud, if you want influence without begging for attention, if you want people to remember you when it matters, develop the habit of solving problems before someone asks. Do that consistently, and watch how fast the world starts making room for you.